Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I am with Lee Health and Wellness Team, here to bring a wonderful meditation to you today. So remember, there's no right or wrong way to do this. If you're a beginner, that's fine. Just breathe and relax. Have no judgment. Don't get stressed. If you have thoughts come into your mind, it will happen. You simply acknowledge them. That's part of it, and send them on your way. I want to just say if anyone has an adverse reaction during the meditation, please go ahead and stop the meditation at any time. Just go back to your breathing or leave that space. It's perfectly fine and try it at another time. So let's go ahead and get comfortable. Sit up straight in your chair, hands in your lap, palms open, face up. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just notice your breathing. Just taking some time for some self-care today. Breathing in, filling the belly and lungs full to capacity. And then exhaling out any tension you might feel throughout your body. You may close your eyes or you may have a slight gaze outward in front of you. And just breathing. So today we're going to do a self-compassion break. And the reason you should do it is because difficult situations become more difficult when we beat ourselves up over them, interpreting them as a sign that we are less than, less capable, less worthy than other people. In fact, we often judge ourselves much more harshly than we do other people, especially when we make a mistake or feel stressed out or think we've said something silly. And this makes us feel isolated, unhappy, more stressed, and it may even make us feel better to denigrate other people, which we don't want. So rather than self-harsh criticism, a healthier response is to treat yourself with compassion and understanding. So according to psychologist Kristen Neff, the self-compassion has three main components: mindfulness, a feeling of common humanity, and self-kindness. So this exercise walks us through all three of these components when we're going through a stressful experience. And research does suggest that people who treat themselves with self-compassion rather than criticism in difficult times experience greater physical and mental health. So every time you face a stressful situation, feel free to try this and perhaps try it at least once a week. So continuing with our breathing in and out, just relax. We have nowhere else we need to be. Just breathing in, filling the lungs with warm oxygenated air, and breathing out any tension we have. Just letting go. Couple of more deep breaths here. Now I invite you to think of a situation in your life that is difficult or is causing you stress. Call the situation to mind and see if you can actually feel the stress and emotional discomfort in your body. And remember, if this is too uncomfortable for you, then simply practice some deep breathing. So once you have that thought in your mind or situation, just feel it and say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. This helps us to acknowledge that we are suffering, that this is uncomfortable, and this is a form of mindfulness. So it's okay to simply notice what's going on for you emotionally in the present moment. And you don't have to judge the experience as good or bad. You can also say things to yourself such as, this hurts, this is bad, this is so stressful. Whatever statement feels most natural to you at that moment. So next, say to yourself, suffering is a part of life. This is a recognition of your common humanity with others. That all people have trying experiences, and these experiences give you something in common with the rest of humanity, rather than marking you as abnormal or deficient in any way. Other options for this statement include, other people feel this way. I'm not alone. Or we all struggle in our lives. Now I invite you to put your hands over your heart. Feel the warmth of your hands and the gentle touch on your chest, and say, may I be kind to myself. This might feel strange at first, but trust me, the more you do this, the more natural it becomes, and it feels really good. This is a way to express self-kindness. You can also consider whether there is another specific phrase that might be better for you. Some examples include, may I give myself the self-compassion I need? May I accept myself as I am? May I forgive myself? May I be strong? May I be patient? These are different phrases. And continue with your breathing. Just giving yourself this time, giving yourself this compassion break. And just remembering that this practice may be used anytime, day or night. And if you practice it in moments of relative calm, it might become easier for you to experience the three parts of self-compassion: mindfulness, common humanity, and self-kindness when you need them most. Now let's take a few more deep breaths, slowly bringing ourselves back into our space, moving our feet, wiggling our hands, and gently open your eyes when you're ready. I hope you've enjoyed our meditation today and found it valuable. And I'd like to close with a quote from Jon Kabat-Zinn. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Have a wonderful rest of your day.